Breaking news from Tragic News Network. The battle between Scottish and Norwegian troops has seemed to cease, with our own Scottish soldiers advancing. Now we go live on the scene, where our reporter is interviewing Captain Macbeth, who has been nothing short of a hero today. I'm here live with Captain Macbeth, on the site where the battle took place only a few hours ago. Captain, today you fought very bravely to lead our troops to a great victory. What are your thoughts as the fighting comes to a close? So foul and fair a day I have not seen. We now have word from King Duncan with the closing statement on today's battle. It is no more that the Thane of Cawdor should receive our bottom interest. I hereby pronounce his death, with worthy Captain Macbeth to take over his former title. What he hath lost, Macbeth has won. This just in. Our field reporters have come into communication with a strange-looking woman who has been reported wandering the kingdom by numerous citizens, been claiming the rise of a new king. Here they are live.
All hail Macbeth, Thane of Cawdor. All hail Macbeth, that shall be king hereafter. Thou shalt get kings, thou be none. So all hail Macbeth.
I have never heard such bewildering things. According to reports, law enforcement has made its way to the scene, but there has been yet to any more information found on the strange woman. As we close out today's news broadcast, I would like you all to keep in mind that there are rumors of a banquet hosted by the king and his captains in celebration of the victorious battle earlier today. This banquet may be expected any time in the near future, and a good night to all of Scotland. And we're back from a break with an announcement that Macbeth is hosting a party in which Duncan is attending tonight. Breaking news. Sometime last night, King Duncan was murdered at Macbeth's home, where he hosted a party, and all the evidence points towards guards. There were a lot of out-of-the-ordinary events that happened last night, starting with the king's horses surprisingly eating each other, and other rare weather events thought to be earthquakes, which people are thinking is caused by 3 strange-looking women. And we're here with a live interview with Macbeth. Macbeth, what are your thoughts on the events that happened last night? I think these random events are nothing but a coincidence. And the king's death is a tragic event that affects us all, but we must move on. I'm now here live on site with Lady Macbeth, our queen. So, Lady Macbeth, what are your thoughts about these strange events that have happened recently, amid the strange weather events, the strange animal events, and the murder? When they found Duncan's body, it was so traumatic, and I'm just speechless about all of these recent events. I am here, live, with one of the strange-looking women that Macbeth had an encounter with. So, did you have anything to do with the strange events that have happened recently? No, we had nothing to do with these events. We have just recently had an interesting report stating that 3 strange-looking women seem to be gathering to brew some sort of witchcraft. It is possible that they may be brewing more ways to manipulate Macbeth, and we have statements given by the gathering witches.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn, and cauldron bubble.
Action cut. While currently, these witches are still a mystery, their intentions remain unclear. Stay tuned in for more live insight footage. Tell me, thou unknown power. Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Beware, Macduff. Beware the Thane of Fife. Dismiss me. Enough. He will not be commanded. Here is another, more potent than the first. Macbeth. I will hear more. Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to scorn. The power of man, for none of woman born, shall harm Macbeth. Macbeth shall never be vanquished, be until great Burnham Wood, to high Dunsinane hill shall come against him. These are shocking revelations that have been made, for these witches are a thorn in the side of Macbeth, for they seem to be telling trifling truths, but twisted so they seem harmless. While that's important, it seems that Macduff has fled from Scotland all the way to England. Macbeth now reports that he will be tracked down and executed. Yes, it seems that Malcolm has met with Macduff to discuss Macbeth, and the future of Scotland. With talks of potentially overthrowing Macbeth and the nobles, we will soon find out what will happen. This tragic news has been revealed. Reports are saying that Macduff, his wife, and his son, as well as Lady Macduff, have been killed in an attack, and we too must prepare ourselves for the worst of outcomes to this news. After the events of the past few days and the shocking prophecies of the witches, we are reporting live behind-the-scenes footage of the new King Macbeth and Banquo. Thou hast it now, King, Cawdor, Glamis, all as the weird women promised, and I fear thou playedst most foully for't. Yet it was said it should not stand in thy posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings. Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I will request your presence. The King Macbeth has invited Banquo to feast with them at dinner. According to our people on scene, Banquo has said that he is to go on a horseback ride this afternoon, but we should expect to see him at the king's banquet. According to our sources within the castle, there have been suspicious conversations made by Macbeth and his servant. These conversations seem to be based around Banquo and his status in the line of succession based upon the prophecies given by the strange-looking women. These are very alarming rumors, which we hope to get more insight on in the future. This just in. Our on-site undercover reporters have just uncovered some leaked footage of our own King Macbeth talking to suspicious-looking men in his own palace. No, Banquo was your enemy. So is he mine, and in such bloody distance that every minute of his being thrusts against my nearest of life. We shall, my lord, perform what you command us. So then it is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, may it find heaven, must it find out tonight. This is a shocking turn of events on Macbeth's part. It has only been earlier today that he has invited Banquo to feast in his honor. Are these just disturbing conversations, or will there be a backstabbing tonight? Yes, it will be interesting to see how the future events will unfold. Now knowing this piece of information and who will pay the price, whatever it may be. Return later to see live footage of the banquet and how this lustrous conspiracy will unfold. As this news comes to light, we have reports that there seems to have been an altercation that has led to the murder of Banquo, and we will be reporting on the ground to see how his death is being received. Oh no, a ghost. Gentlemen, rise. His Highness is not well. It seems that Macbeth is seeing a ghost to which he is talking to. This is very concerning to the people of the kingdom. I pray you, speak not. He grows worse and worse. Question enrages him. At once, good night. Stand not upon the order of your going, but go at once. It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. Stones have been known to move, and trees to speak. I will tomorrow, and betimes I will, to the weird, strange women. More shall they speak, for now I am bent to know by the worst means the worst. There seems to be a repeated talk of the strange women. May they have very large hand at what is at play here. It may be possible that they are inspiring these paranoia thoughts in Macbeth. We have reports of words exchanged between the weird women and Hecate that might offer insight. Why, how now, Hecate? You look so angrily. Have I not reason, beldames as you are? Shall draw him onto his confusion. He shall spurn fate, scorn death, and bear his hopes above wisdom, grace, and fear. As we close out today, we have seen a shocking turn of events and a gruesome betrayal done. Please tune back in for updates on what is to happen in the future of Scotland with Tragedy News Network. This just in. We have an interesting report stating that 3 witches seem to be gathering to brew some sort of witchcraft. Maybe they are brewing more ways to manipulate Macbeth, but we do have statements given by the gathering witches. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. While the true intentions of these witches remain a mystery, we ask that you stay in touch for more live insight footage. Tell me, thou'st unknown power. Macbeth, 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 beware Macduff, beware the Thane of Fife. Dismiss me, enough. He still will not be commanded. Here is another, more potent than the first. I shall hear more. Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth. Macbeth shall never vanquished be until great Burnham Wood to high Dunsinane hill shall come against him. These are shocking revelations that have been made. These witches are a thorn in the side of Macbeth. They seem to be telling trifling truths, but twisted so many that they seem harmless. While that's important, it seems that Macduff has fled from Scotland to England, and Macbeth reports that he will be tracked down. Yes, it seems that Malcolm has met with Macduff to discuss Macbeth and the future of Scotland, with talks of potentially overthrowing Macbeth and the nobles. This tragic news has been revealed, and reports are saying that Macduff, his wife, and his son, as well as Lady Macduff, have been killed in a vicious attack, and that we must prepare ourselves for the worst of outcomes to this news. Breaking news. As reports of English forces marching towards Scotland break out, the kingdom has begun to lock down and prepare for battle. While reasons for this planned attack aren't officially known yet, there are rumors amid that our own King Macbeth may have been to blame for many recent deaths around the kingdom, even the late King Duncan. We're back live with more updates and more reports that King Duncan's son, Malcolm, is among the English forces moving toward Scotland. We also now have a speech from our own King Macbeth before this battle begins to our reporters live at the castle. I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequences have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man that's born of woman shall ever have power upon thee. Then fly, false thanes, and mingle with the English epicures. The mind I sway by and the heart I bear shall never sag with doubt nor shake with fear. Chilling words from the king as English forces are nearing Scottish defenses. We will have more updates when conflicts begin to intensify. We hope everyone stays safe and are free of danger. We're back, live, at an undisclosed location near the castle, and the sounds of battle are erupting all around us. We've got reports that English forces have made their way inside of the castle, and speculation that the Queen has been found dead is rapidly increasing. The causes have yet to be known, and King Macbeth in the castle is most likely in combat this very second. As more pressure builds on Macbeth's forces, it is unknown how much longer he can hold out Malcolm's infantry. As of now, we will make for cover and will hopefully have more on the story in the morning. If the fighting begins to cease, may everyone have a safe night tonight. Breaking news. The battle has settled over the last few hours, and we are now safely outside the castle. Both our Queen and King Macbeth are indeed confirmed dead, and it is now widely accepted that it was the doing of the late King and Queen, who plotted and executed the murder of beloved King Duncan. With Malcolm staying alive overnight as King Duncan's true heir, things are being put together to have him crowned in the next few hours. We have some words from King Malcolm and his trusty captain Macduff as the kingdom is being cleaned up. Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold where stands the usurper's cursed head, and the time is free. I see thee compass with thy kingdom's pearl, that speak my salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland! We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. All of my thanes and kinsmen henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honor named. As for the witch, she has been arrested on counts of witchcraft, disturbing the peace, and conspiracy to murder. As of now, the kingdom is safe from Macbeth, and with Duncan's true heir taking the throne, the future of Scotland is only looking up. This is Tragic News Network closing out, and a good day to all. Long live the king.